Hello everybody. So it has been a while since I actually talked to you guys. I mean, for you it hasn't, but for me it has. So let me explain. On our summer vacation trip, the one we went to the Netherlands and Germany, we filmed so much that I had so many episodes of content. And that was great for me because that meant for a while there I only had to edit all that content and then, publish it. Which means for a couple of months I did not need to do any filming. But and then the last episode you saw was a sponsored episode. So I had to put that out quickly. And now we're back, the first real episode of me actually talking to you guys quite currently. By the time we're watching this, I filmed this about a week ago. So yeah, we're back on track, we're back here. As you can see, I fixed a little bit on the carport. So all I did was drag the tarp back so it isn't as floppy looking. It looks a lot better now. That's a nice fix I actually did today. But that's not the only thing I've been doing. So even though I didn't have to film anything, I still filmed a lot of small things in the time period where I was just editing the vacation vlogs. So I'm just gonna, give the camera back to Steve from the past, and you'll get a bunch of random clips of things that have happened since the vacation and right now. As you guys can see, it is time to harvest the potatoes, both buckets of them. And so me and Frida are gonna put all the dirt in there, separate the dirt into there, and separate the potatoes into there, and we'll see how much we end up with. We have gone through our first bucket, or our first plant box. See? And it's an entire bucket full of potatoes. So good harvest, so much better than last year already, but we still have a second box to go. Well, now we know that 2 boxes become 2 buckets of potatoes. I think that's quite an okay harvest. We're happy with that. And as you can see, it's 2 different kinds of potatoes, red ones and yellow ones. Yeah, right. First big potato harvest, so much better than last year. Hi everybody, we are digging a hole to plant a new apple tree. Frida's over there gardening, and I just want to let you know that if you expect to move to Sweden and just easily plant an apple tree, think again. Look at the amount of rocks that came out of that hole, and then there's the dirt, but oh my gosh, so many rocks, and we're not done. There's so many still. So many rocks. We did it. We did it. We've got the first apple tree planted. Look at that little circle, and then look at the pile of rocks that came out of that little circle. It doesn't seem possible, right? Like all the dirt that came out of the circle we have put back, and that's the rocks that came out. Like nature plays extreme Tetris. That was a lot of work. Now to do it again, because we've got another tree. I don't like digging rocks. Alright, back to work. We made another hole.
It's really big.
It's really big.
Hello.
And this time, that was all the rocks that came out, but we have 2 wheelbarrows of dirt out of that hole.
That chunk.
Huh? Oh yeah, and that big guy.
That
was a big guy.
A big
I'm sweaty.
Yeah, you've been working hard.
I have been.
I'm just sitting here picking up rocks.
Yeah, which is necessary. Alright, so we're making these holes a lot bigger than the tree actually needs, because the dirt here is so compacted of years, cars driving over it. So we just wanted to loosen up the dirt so the trees have easier time growing their roots around. So that's done. Time to put the tree in. Here we are the next day, and look, we're all done. We've got 2 new apple trees in our garden, looking pretty, and I hope they will give us lots of apples in the future. As you can see, we are really taking care of these ones with poles and a protecting area so that bunnies don't eat on them, a watering pipe. This one's got a pad to keep moisture closer to it. We still need to buy a second pad for that one. But yes, we hope these 2 will feel better than our apple tree over there, because that one isn't feeling great. We've also supported that one now, so hopefully it will be better in the future. So I'm in the forest behind my house. See, my house is over there. And I got a fun story to tell you. I think a few vlogs ago, I mean many vlogs ago, I found a football in the forest. This is like a year or 2 ago. And I took that football out of the forest, put it in my garden for my parents' dogs, Indy and Binky, to play with the ball. And at some point the ball just disappeared. And about 2 years later, here it is. Here it is. So yeah, it's pretty funny. So as you can see, the ball is over there. My house is over there. I am pretty sure that wild animals like to play with the football too. It's just hilarious that I find it in the forest every once in a while, giving wild animals something to play with. But yeah, I'm gonna take it back to my garden, so we are not littering, and just leave it there for Indy and Binky to play with. And if a wild animal wants to play, they can just take it, and I'll probably find it again 2 years later. Well, I hope you enjoyed all those random clips that I recorded during the end of summer. And yeah, we are truly in fall now. As you can see, stuff is turning yellow. The leaves are dropping out of the trees. And yeah, it's getting colder. As you can see, I'm wearing a hat, wearing a scarf, a thicker jacket. Yeah, today has been a quite cold day, and during the night it was also quite cold. Like, the nights are definitely freezing now. This morning when I woke up, there was frost on the grass, and yeah, so we're definitely dealing with a coming winter. Now, I hope you're happy that we're getting back on track with normal vlogs. No more travel stuff, just me in Sweden and our Swedish household and living here in nature. Man, it's been way too long since I actually took a stroll through the forest. I've been so busy. Been busy preparing the house for winter, been busy with work, been busy with the new car that we bought, and I've been busy making sponsored vlogs and stuff. I rarely feel that I have had time for myself lately. So actually getting out into nature and going for a walk, it's so marvelous. Sometimes you forget how nice that is, and because you forget how nice it is, you don't do it as often and you don't prioritize it. But I'm so happy I went out today, and as a little reminder to myself, doing this, reminding how nice it is, and yeah, probably making myself go out and enjoy nature more often. And here we are back at my secret little spot. This is a little lake that half of the year this lake is dry. As you can see right now, there's no water in it. But yeah, I come here every once in a while to just sit down and relax and take a break from life, you know? It's a pretty place, walking distance from where I live. And yeah, it's amazing. Well, after relaxing here for a little bit, I am going to walk back home now. And it's getting dark. As you can see, the last few sun rays are in the tops of the trees, which means the sun is going down soon, and I don't want to be caught in the middle of the forest when the sun goes down. So yeah, just gonna walk back home. I hope you really enjoyed this video. It's probably a bit of a mix match of things that I filmed in the past and a little bit on this walk. But you know, all that to just get you back up to date to today, and then next Monday we'll be back on track with another normal vlog. Anyway, write in the comments where you're watching from. Give me a little sign. I would like to know where you're living. Alright, thank you all for watching, and see you all later. Bye.